Get ready for another hilarious adventure with everyone's favorite foul-mouthed teddy bear, Ted, in Ted 3.
You do understand that I myself am not a child.
I was able to sniff that out, yeah.
After the success of the first two films, fans have been eagerly awaiting the next installment of this beloved comedy franchise. Will Ted and his girlfriend Tammy be able to navigate the challenges of raising their adopted child, Apollo Creed? And can Ted find a new career to support his newfound fatherhood? With the comedic genius of Seth MacFarlane and a talented cast, Ted 3 promises to deliver big laughs and unforgettable moments. But the question remains, will we ever get to see this long-awaited sequel? No need to go anywhere anymore for the updates of Ted 3, we've got you covered. The main character of the movie, named John, wanted a true friend for life. Later that Christmas, he got a gift from his parents, a teddy bear. Then, in the night, right under the sheets, John asked Teddy to be his real and best friend forever. Teddy then comes to life and agrees. They both became the best roommates for each other, and then years passed. At 35, John has a counter job at a car agency, and he also manages to have a relationship with Lori Collins, who has been waiting for a marriage proposal for 4 years. Then, Donnie, a mentally sick stalker, kidnapped Ted because, since childhood, he had had an obsession with him with the help of Robert. Later, John and Lori tracked down the location of Robert and Donnie. There, he knocked out Robert, but in this chase, Ted was damaged, fell, and ruptured completely into two halves. Then, after collecting all the parts of Ted, John and Lori rush to their apartment in order to fix him, but the magic in Ted fades away. So Lori, shouting at a shooting star, demanded a wish to have Ted find. The next morning, they found Ted completely fine as the wish had been granted. In the next part, we saw John and Lori getting divorced, and Ted and his co-worker Tammy Lynn getting married. Later, Ted and his wife wanted to adopt a baby. For this, Ted had to go to court and fight for his civil rights as a human in society. He got a green flag from the court and adopted a baby boy named Apollo Creed. Seth MacFarlane is the writer, producer, and director of the film. He also provided the vocals for Ted in both of the movies. Now let's discuss expected plot for The Ted 3. There are a number of assumptions for the plot, but let's just stick to the most expected and realistic ones. The film could follow Ted and his girlfriend Tammy's misadventures as they attempt to raise a child named Apollo Creed, who is adopted by them, while Donnie can once again sneak out of the house to kidnap the bear once more. Ted 3 should ideally follow Ted's new life as a father, and that is what it would be like for a teddy bear and a woman to raise a child together. It will surely have big laughs. Because of MacFarlane and his comedies on fatherhood, like American Dad and others, audiences could expect this third part to be the best in the franchise yet. In the last part, Ted 2, Ted's job and bank account were not on good terms, so to survive his fatherhood, we could even see this movie revolve around his search for a new career as well. And for John, he ended up dating Samantha L. Jackson by the end of Season 2, so we could see John in a new relationship too. Overall, we could accept the plot to revolve around fatherhood and his hunt for a new job, with John by his side in every ups and down, as they were in the past as well. This part will be full of laughter, fun-filled, and humorous after Ted, which is all about fun and a foul-mouthed Teddy, which we all loved. Now let's see who will bring this amazing plot to life, the cast of Ted 3. Ted would be expected to once again be given the voiceover of Seth MacFarlane and his best friend John Bennett, played by Mark Wahlberg, as the whole Ted franchise is character-driven. Also, Jessica Barth as Tammy Lynn, the wife of Ted, could also come back. And Giovanni Ribisi could also come back as the villain, as Donnie, a fan of Ted and a stalker. Patrick Stewart was the narrator for both Ted and Ted 2, and he is also a kind of regular collaborator with Seth MacFarlane, so he would also probably be returning for the narration of Ted 3. Now, Mila Kunis is not likely to return as Lori Collins, the love interest of John, since Mila Kunis did not come back for Ted 2 either, and was replaced by Amanda Seyfried as Samantha L. Jackson, who started dating John at the end of Ted 2. But if Amanda is busy this time, then we could expect Mila Kunis to pay a visit in Ted 3. Well, Mila Kunis did not come back to play Lori because she was pregnant. In a script draft, someone wrote that Lori died between the two movies of Ted and Ted 2, but this whole idea of death seems too depressing so it was changed to a divorce instead. Well, we could expect new characters as well. For example, if the child of Ted and Tammy is seen as a toddler or even a teen, then he will be a new character. Ted and the whole franchise do exactly what they set out to do. It delivers that laughter and in-your-face humor while not taking it too seriously. It is fully packed with the proper ratios of comedy, drama, and the adventures of Ted and John. It is a light-hearted comedy with an unusual talking Teddy, which makes it different from other comedies available. Ted will surely make you explode in laughter from your seat. It is one of the highest-grossing movies of all time at the box office, surely because it has that potential. It is one of the best comedy movies ever made because of the talking and living teddy bear. So can we expect a Ted trilogy? Ted and the two sequels are one of the most beloved R-rated comedies. It tells the story of a man-child who has to choose between his relationship commitment and goofing around with his best friend, the teddy bear, aka Ted. Being the highest-grossing comedy film of 2012 in the world with a haul of over $529 million. Seth Rogen's Ted has been one of the most successful movies in the world of comedy. The sequel, Ted 2, had to go through the courts for some civil rights issues, but it still managed to gross over $217 million. The given figure in numbers showed the success of the movie, and it is quite a no-brainer to make a threequel. But in the past 8 years, there has not been much noise about the nest part of the turtle, so we cannot expect anything soon. But back in 2015, MacFarlane said in an interview that he does not know if Universal wanted to make another part of this franchise, but it is possible there will be one. He also said that if Ted 2 does as well as the first one, it means people want to see more of these characters, and if that happens, then there will likely be a Ted 3. To me, the franchise is more character-based than premise-based. If you look at it like episodes on television, if you have characters that people like and want to see again and again, you can tell any number of different stories. If there is a desire for it, then yeah, we would do Ted 3. And then in another interview, Seth said that, "We do not know. I like to have some kind of space between Ted films, so it is possible there will be another one, but there are no immediate plans." With the above statements by Seth MacFarlane, we were left in a chaotic situation when it came time to expect the next part. It has been 8 years already, and still no official announcement has been made for the third installment of the trilogy. And this is all the information for now about Ted 3. And for now, you guys can watch Ted and Ted 2 on Netflix. So guys, this marks the end of this video. If you made it till here, thanks for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and please share this video with your friends. Let us know your views and opinions about the video in the comment section, and make sure to hit the bell icon.